I got my house re-shingled, re-roofed.
Your house had shingles?
Yes, my house. I mean, it did a little bit.
Did you have to use a cream or a solvent? Or?
Uphill Hims had to use Hims.
Oh, Hims for shingles. Yeah.
Hims for shingles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, you want to hear something fucking awesome?
Yep.
So like,
almost always.
The roof gets replaced.
Yeah.
What's happening outside right now? Snowing.
You tell me. It's snowing? Ooh, and you were like, worth it, baby.
Got it done right at the nick of time, baby. Welcome to Danzyland. Dude, bro, man. I didn't feel like, even when I was in my own house and they were like replacing the roof, I didn't feel like I had any privacy. It was a very like anxiety-ridden couple of days.
Yeah.
But it was all worth it because now the house isn't going to cave in because of snow.
Yeah, and it's probably a little warmer.
It's a little warmer? Yeah. Did notice that. And we had this huge leak above our bathroom that's now gone. So we can get that ceiling fixed. I live in a rotten house. No, I'm kidding. Welcome, Danzyland 24. Danzy, Brookshire, 24 Brooks. You know that means...
We still have to wait another year to rent a car on our own?
I mean, I was going to say we should have called Kiefer Sutherland, had him be a special guest on the show. But we really...
shit, that sucks because I know him really well. We used to be drinking buddies.
Me and his dad used to do prostitutes in Brazil.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we probably crossed paths at some point then.
Me and Donald. Fucking Donald was the professor at this college I went to. And I was part of this.
See, I already know you're lying because you didn't go to any college. You son of a bitch.
I was making an excellent Animal House reference about how he stoops Karen Allen in Animal House, but you ruined it.
Yeah, well, I ruin most Donald Sutherland jokes you do, so.
Welcome, everybody, to Danzyland 24. Already off to a hot...
Some are bad.
Already off.
There's a lot of Donald Sutherland material. It's not good.
You guys see A Time to Kill? You guys remember that? I
saw this man do a 10-minute opener of all Donald Sutherland material, and it sucked. Nobody even knew who he was.
They all know Kiefer. They all know
Kiefer. Yeah.
Kiefer.
Remember that time he like spear tackled a tree?
Ow!
Yeah, when he was real drunk and doing that interview.
By the way, I'm adding Jeremy Renner to the show, by the way. We're going to close on...
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Jeremy Renner.
I forgot about that.
The Curious Case of Jeremy Renner is what we're going to end the show with today. So stick around on that.
Yeah. No spoilers.
No spoilers, but Jeremy Renner just...
If you're interested in some Jeremy Renner news... Make sure you stick around till the end of the podcast.
No, his band's not getting back together. We wouldn't report that shit.
I would. I would be like, save the children. Cover your ears.
His band... You know when you go into a bar and grill, and it's like a Wednesday night, and they got the band going? That's what
Jeremy Renner sounds. And they have open mic karaoke.
After the band. They're helping you, though. They play all the music.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hate those fucking spots. Where they're like, live band karaoke. It's like, all right, I'm out.
All right, can y'all do the next episode by Dr. Dre? No, we can't. No,
I'm going to Bennigan's down the street. Well, that Bennigan's is closed. I don't care.
I'll eat in there. I don't care.
I'm going to break into this closed down Bennigan's. I'd rather get a fucking breaking and entry charge than listen to fucking live band karaoke.
Sydney Sweeney's in the news again. It's not her boobs.
Oh boy.
It's not her boobs.
Is it for her new movie Christie that came out?
Not even that. Even that. No, she did an interview.
She did an interview?
She did an interview.
She should stop doing those.
She gotta stop doing them.
That's not going. She's not got a hot track record for those.
First of all, it's good to see Paula Poundstone doing something nowadays. It's good to see that. Good to see Paula working.
Don't fucking talk shit about Paula Poundstone.
No. You need to look up what Paula Poundstone did. It's surprising.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, it's not great. I know about that.
I was just very surprised to see. I was very surprised to see Paula Poundstone's working in Hollywood again.
No, don't make fun of the interviewer. She's just doing her job.
I don't know. I like making fun. I make fun of people.
Yeah, that's true. You do have a track record for that. Dude. And your track record for interviews is better than Sydney Sweeney's.
There you go. And I say racial stuff. I say racial stuff.
It's pretty...
It's pretty
I don't know.
It's well documented. It's well documented how I hate everyone. Dude, today I took a picture because like my local meteorologist looked like he had a rough night, and I was about to take a picture and put it on social media about how he looked dead inside, and I was like, I should pump the brakes on that.
Yeah, don't piss off your local meteorologist. Like, he's already got a tough time. Dude, he's a local meteorologist, man.
His eyes were just baggy and dark. He looked like he hadn't slept. And it's like, because there's snow coming to town, I guess he had to stay overnight at the station to check on this thing. I don't know what the fuck the deal was. He looked out of it. And I was just like...
Overnight at the station, for sure, yeah. He's like, I'm on a constant watch for this snow. Some sort of snow, for sure. Anyway, we're not using this platform to bag on this local meteorologist.
I don't even know his name. But yeah, Sydney Sweeney was asked the big question: Are you racist, Ms. Baymutz?
Which is like,
first off, in Sydney's defense, I would be so mad. I'm there promoting my show, and like we're still talking about the jeans ad movie, whatever. And we're
that's how bad that movie did. You don't even know it's a movie.
I'm not interested. I honestly,
nobody is apparently.
I've been calling her Tits McGee for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's great. That's gonna make for a great reel in a court case.
But she's there to promote her movie. The girl brings up the jeans, ad again. With a little follow-up question that's kind of on the spot.
I don't think so. She said, like, hey, I'm giving you an opportunity to make a statement. And she was like, I'll talk about what I want to talk about. And when I say it, they'll hear it. And it's like, all you had to say was like, hey, I'm not into white supremacy.
But no. But there's an anger there with the interviewer of like... Because, like, who is that interviewer to give her the opportunity? She's not Barbara Walters. You know what I mean? It's not someone from, like, ABC.
Maybe she wants to be Barbara Walters.
Exactly. And I understand doing that. Okay, you know what? You know what this reminds me of in a different type of way? I'm going to bring this to football for a little bit. It was like the early 2000s.
Right back out, I promise, folks.
We will. We'll get out. But in the late 2000s, the Texans drafted this linebacker, right? And my local Beaumont, I was living in Beaumont, Texas at the time. My local Beaumont sports reporter got an interview with him. And the local Beaumont reporter was trying to make a name for himself and be like, I hear you have like a criminal justice degree. Maybe we should call you the sheriff. Like trying to coin a nickname right there and be the guy that coined the nickname. And the linebacker was like, no, I don't like that at all. This is what kind of reminds me of this reporter. I don't know. I feel like the question is like, I'm going to be the person that gives her the...
Or like that Mike Tyson interview where that guy was like, what about the rape
charges? What about the rapist? And
he's like, you're a rat fucking bastard.
You a rat bastard. Bring that up.
He's like, I'm going to call you a fucking rat.
But you see what I'm saying there? Like, it's there to talk about a movie, and then you take it upon yourself, like, I'm going to bring up I'm going to be the reporter.
Hey, you remember the worst week of your life? You want to say something about it?
Meet Paula Poundstone. I'm going to give you an opportunity.
Meet Paula Poundstone or your local PBS affiliate.
But do you see now? Like, yes, Sydney Sweeney could have very well gone.
She looked this. Okay, here's another thing though. Is that she starts the interview. She's dressed slovenly. which I'll say it. She was like,
no, I love that term.
Sloppy. It looks like she had like had her hair like halfway done, and she was wearing this big leather jacket. And she says like, well, I normally come to these things in my PJs. No, you don't, Sydney Sweeney. You've never gone anywhere in your PJs.
Are those your PJs? Marry me.
Are you wearing a bomber jacket to bed? What are you talking about?
A bomber jacket to bed. I don't know.
Bedtime, better put on my flight jacket. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, I will say, with conservative people, why is there always, like, a two-sided thing with your answers? Like, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt that she's not a white supremacist, but she probably should have just said she wasn't a white supremacist. Yeah, like, but I can also understand not giving...
Because it's her fucking meal ticket?
Not giving that reporter that fucking courtesy, not giving her that.
I think it's one of those situations. I think it's one of the situations where she didn't answer in either affirmative because she knew hanging in the balance was her supporters. Because right now she's got.
But they're not seeing her. They're not seeing her shit anyway.
See, that's the thing. So she like hanging in the balance was like, well, shit, I'm getting a lot of support from the right now because this jeans ad. And then her movie comes out to one of the lowest fucking box offices of all time because it's about her looking slovenly as a biopic of a woman fighter. No fucking right-wing person wants to watch that.
But at the same time, if we go back to Mike Tyson with that interview and this football player in the interview that I saw, the football player could have gone, yeah, let's go with the sheriff because the fans are watching and it's a nickname. And Mike Tyson,
why not?
Mike Tyson could have gone, all right, let's talk about it. And that reporter would have been known as the guy who got Mike Tyson to talk about the.
Yeah. And also, Mike Tyson was definitely in that frame of mind all of the time, is to say, let's talk about this. Just kidding. He was a very violent man back then.
So in this Sydney Sweeney situation, I can see her not giving the reporter the fucking moment. The scoop, if you will.
Yeah.
But because the underlying thing is so heavy, like it comes out really bad either way. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. I mean, the look on Sydney Sweeney's face, like, she's got to get some training on that.
I mean, she did look at her quite pissedly.
Yeah, like, her fucking look told the answer. She didn't have to say a word. She just had to give her that look, like all right.
Move on. Yeah. Because, like...
And then the reporter doubles down and is like, I'm just saying, say something. And she was like...
And then her face the whole time...
It's like, you better hope she doesn't have a knife in her pocket.
She's trying to make all these cute faces.
Yeah. And then she asks her again, she's like, it's like that Sam Jackson meme.
But here's the thing, and I don't want to touch on it too much, because it is, like, political. I don't care who's Republican and Democrat in the Hollywood industry. I don't care because they're all swingers.
It doesn't matter. It also doesn't matter because they're in a different tax bracket. So
different tax bracket, different reality.
Doesn't even fucking affect them.
They got money for days.
It's like how Ellen got upset about Donald Trump being president. She's like, well, I'm just gonna move to Italy or whatever the fuck. Like, cool, great, yeah.
I hate it when celebrities do that.
I know.
Like Alec Baldwin did that with George W. Bush. He did at least Ellen took to her word. But like Alec Baldwin, every time he threatened that, Bush would get more votes.
Yeah.
Because like if we all could move out of here, we probably would.
Yeah, and also like they can come back and still work in the U.S. They're fine.
Yeah. I mean, most of these people are on planes most of the day, going everywhere. Anyway, like where you and I travel during the day is nothing like where they travel during the day on their private jets.
They're not grounded with air traffic controllers being out of work.
Yeah. Yeah,
they're fine,
dude. I gotta go. My wife and I were gonna go visit Texas, but we just officially decided we're gonna fucking drive back because
do that because especially if you're coming anywhere near Austin, like we don't have any air traffic controllers, and like flights are just getting grounded and delayed and canceled like fucking nothing.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Like at first, it was like planes weren't staying in the sky, so that's why we didn't visit. And now it's like with the government shutdown and air traffic controllers gone, it's just like let's just drive. I hate the drive too. We can stop in Indiana, visit my friend. You know, we'll make a couple stops to visit other family members and stuff. But like let's just do this. You know, because it's just getting so out of hand. But back on to just celebrities and just Sydney Sweeney in general. I mean, her movies aren't doing great anyway. She herself really should like we're not owed an explanation. We're not owed like, hey, are you a white supremacist or not? But you do work with people on shows that are trans or that are homosexual or that are a different race, and whether you like it or not, the media or the other political affiliation or just whatever has made this news. You don't have to give the answer to this lady that tried to get it out from you, but you should at least put out a statement like, by the way, guys, I have certain political beliefs, but I'm not a white supremacist or just whatever.
It's just a super easy thing to say.
It is ridiculous this came from a jeans ad, though. Yeah, I think. It's just it's a stupid
No,
American
I mean, it's
Eagle
silly
ad.
in general, but like, but when the right wing is like, yeah, she's a white supremacist, yay, and the left is like, boo, she's a white supremacist, boo.
Yeah.
Like, both sides are either supporting you or against you because of this one thing, and you can be like, hey, I'm not into white supremacy. Like,
I mean, it doesn't even, to me, it's like, even if the actor is, like, really left and you're, like, conservative, I just think, like, when we get into the movie theater or when we're watching a TV show, that, you know, you can just take their political affiliation or just, when we're at this point with politics where it's like, I don't like this person because there's an R next to their name. Racism's like not even the worst thing now, because now you're not even discriminating against skin color. You're discriminating against a letter next to somebody's name and who they vote for, right? And
there's a wide swath of people,
and that doesn't discriminate. Anybody could be any one of those two things. You know what I'm saying? So it's
like that time Clint Eastwood yelled at an empty chair.
You know what I mean? So we're past the point. We're past the point of hating people because of their skin color or their culture or just whatever, and we're at this point where like, who did they vote for? You know, and it's just,
no more for me.
But onto lighter things. Sydney, get it together, girl. And Paula, or whatever that interviewer's name was, just
whatever PBS show that was.
Pick your moment that maybe isn't so heavy on something so heavy, you know?
Yeah, that's not going to be your Gayle King fucking R. Kelly interview, you know?
That ain't your moment, girl. Sydney Sweeney, that stare, to me, as angry as it was, said to me, I know how to run an interview. That was the look from Sydney Sweeney, because these people get PR training like a motherfucker, all right?
Yeah.
And that reporter, I don't know how long she's been in the business, but to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame we go.
Heyo.
Outcast made it. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hey yeah.
Dude, it was good seeing Andre and Big Boy again. It really was. I want another album. God damn it. Put your flutes in. More. Put your flutes in. I don't give a fuck.
I listened to your whole flute album.
I did.
Andre. It's a good album.
I did, because like the very words, relaxing. It all came out of his mouth, just like the words. Maybe we're creepy. Maybe we're creepy, though. That is a creepy thing I just said out loud.
Fucking care?
Yeah,
I'm in love with Andre 3000. I don't care.
I don't
3 sacks, baby.
But okay, and I'm not okay. So we're bringing up the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because it's very sweet. It was very cool Tyler, the Creator, had a very awesome performance of Bombs Over Baghdad.
If anyone were to do it, it would be him.
The White Stripes got inducted. I'm confused. I'm not taking anything away from the White Stripes, but I thought Jack White solo is more appropriate because he's been actively in music for over 25 years. The White Stripes didn't last 25 years.
I think they made like 2, maybe 3 records.
2 or 3 albums. Not trying to say Meg White doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame or anything like that. But one, she wasn't even there. She doesn't even care.
She had bowed out of music a long time ago.
It makes no difference to her whether she's in the Hall of Fame or not. Is it a night? Maybe it was like Jack White was getting inducted, and he was like, no, I just want the White Stripes inducted. And maybe they did that. But
that could have been the case.
You're supposed to be active for at least 25 years to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 25 years collectively. Not 25 years in a row, but 25 years collectively. So if you break up after 10, come back, do another 15, whatever. It can be in increments, whatever. You can break up, get back together every 5 years like Paramore does.
Hey, who are those guys behind Hayley Williams? I don't know. I guess they're Paramore.
Doesn't matter. What are they going to do with Panic at the Disco? If Panic at the Disco goes into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, they're not getting there, bud.
It would just be Brendan Urie, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
But
he would probably take it and then fucking go harass some teenagers or something. I don't know.
With his shirt off.
With his shirt off, like he always has.
I went to go see, like, it was a
Why does he buy shirts anymore?
I don't know. We went to go see Weezer, and Panic at the Disco was the featuring band, and it was the Miss Jackson album, maybe? I think. Anyway, That motherfucker gets his shirt off early, I will say. 2 songs in, that shirt comes off. And then I know what it's about at that point. You know, I understand Panic. Yeah. This is what this concert is. I don't know why we got to get all sexed up before Weezer, but that's what this is. I don't know why we got to get our...
Because Weezer's going to dry that fucking room out, bud.
Dude.
Rivers Cuomo's up there, and they got to sex it up a little bit before Rivers gets on stage.
Because he's just going to be behind that microphone playing that guitar for 2 hours, not being animated at all. No one in Weezer...
Just drying up the crowd.
No one in Weezer is animated at all. They're more animated in their music videos than they are live.
Yeah, because they move.
They move around. But
Sorry,
yeah,
Weezer.
Who's someone you want to see in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Me and you for this podcast.
All right, that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even think there's podcast Hall of Fame yet, but you know one's coming.
Oh, God, I don't want to watch that even a little bit.
It's going to be going to the Webby Awards or some shit.
Yeah. Best podcast for fucking, I don't know.
It's going to be Rogan first. If anybody gets one first, it's Rogan.
He's gonna start it so he can give all the awards to himself.
No, what band?
I'm going to start the podcasting awards.
What band would you want to see on SNL? Not on SNL, but Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I don't know, man. I don't know who's already in there. There's already some people in there.
I mean, yeah, we could bring up names that are probably already in there, but I think, I mean, if we're going to take off the active rule, well, no, you don't even need to. The Bare Naked Ladies need to go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Bare Naked Ladies, yeah.
Bare Naked Ladies.
For their song about Chinese chicken or whatever?
Not just that, but just their whole impact on Canadian music, and then...
yeah, Canadian music scene, for sure.
You're being a fucking sarcastic asshole. I know what you're doing. What about you? The name of the band?
Rooney. I don't know. Rooney.
Okay. Blues Traveler.
Nope.
No?
No.
Not Blues Traveler?
Ow. What is this? John Popper's got a trunk full of guns and harmonicas? He needs to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
He was in Blues Brothers 2000.
No, he literally got like like arrested for like having a trunk full of like assault weapons.
Bro, that's how he loses weight. Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
he's
that's
got
the thing. Is like he's either losing weight or gaining weight, and it's either fucking cocaine or fucking assault rifles.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? That's rock and roll,
hey,
baby.
We all have our process. Yeah, okay. Let's not call John Popper rock and roll. Motherfucker had a bandolier, fucking
motherfucker
harmonicas.
Yeah, and he smacked at all of them. He put harmonica in rock, in 90s rock. Think about that.
Blues.
No one.
Their name was Blues Traveler, dude.
I mean, yeah, it was blues, but it was presented with a rock presentation.
All right.
Well, I don't
know where you want to go from there.
The podcast splits based on the disagreement between Blues Traveler. Like, this is what did it. 24 episodes. How dare you not like John? John Popper didn't get on Ozempic. You know what I mean? He lost
the old-fashioned way with assault guns and cocaine.
He was jogging through his neighborhood, shotgun in one hand,
shotgun in one hand,
a little bit
Bolivian marching powder in the other.
A vial of Bolivian marching powder.
Just fucking trucking and fucking.
Suck it in. If you're rambling. All right, but congratulations everybody in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I guess. But fucking, I don't know. I feel like we can just. I'm not saying we can just let anybody in now that the White Stripes are in, but like the White Stripes were not around for 25 years. What the fuck are we doing?
But also, like, I don't want to diminish Meg White's work in the White Stripes.
She doesn't care. She doesn't give a shit.
She doesn't care. But like a lot of people are like, wow, her fucking drum parts are so boring.
That's
like,
bullshit.
But they're fucking iconic.
Yeah. That's that. Like, whoever's saying that is bullshit. It's just like by the standard of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that's always been there, the body of work has to be for 25 years. And there's not, but it's fine. If we're taking the rule that way, if we're taking away that rule, cool. We can put more bands in there. I'm all for it. But like, I was watching it going, wait a minute. I'm 38. The White Stripes haven't been around 25 out of the 38 years of my life. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Oh,
no, they haven't. They haven't been active. He has.
No.
You know,
but they haven't been active in a long time.
But maybe it's if your music is still played for 25 years.
Maybe, and I mean, they've been fucking pumping Seven Nation Army in any fucking professional sports game ever.
They don't even pump it anymore. People just sing it. And at wrestling, people fucking sing it.
Oh, yeah, they just play the fucking track and then people just fucking sing it.
I just need a clarification on the 25-year rule. I guess the meaning of this segment is...
I just don't think we should look into the rule too much because it's a pretty
rules are made to be broken unless they're in the Constitution, apparently.
Pretty lame fucking inductee and thing, anyways.
Nah,
anyone gets in there.
Dude, I thought all the nominees were just. I was just confused about that.
I'm just saying, in the past, there's some pretty fucking lame ones.
Oh yeah, no, very true, very true.
Yeah.
Some of those were very much Dan Marino selections, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, take that, Dan Marino.
Sorry, Dan.
Hot strays from Danzyland.
Sorry. No offense, Dan. Loved you in Ace Ventura. You never got a Super Bowl ring, and they just put you in there. It was just like, all right, whatever.
That's true.
That was true. That was the beginning, and that now everybody doesn't even have to have a Super Bowl ring to get into the fucking. Anyways, let's move on to SNL, because now there's a controversial moment in SNL in that Nikki Glazer's opening monologue had some sex trafficking jokes.
I must have missed the controversy because
I missed it. It was, to me, it looked like a stand-up doing stand-up material.
Yeah, because I watched it afterwards. It was like backlash on Nikki Glazer, who's having to step down from whatever the fuck she's doing. And I watched it and I was like, all right, so it's a Nikki Glazer set. That's
pretty tame. Right. Pretty tame too. I mean, but she has to be tame. She's on network television.
Yeah.
I thought the material
it
itself
like a comedy set.
I thought it was a very clever way to bring the subject up. She brought it up. The way she performed it, the way she brought it up, just the way the set was as a comedian. Yeah, if you're doing that type of crowd and you have to have a restriction on the topics, not so much, pretty much the language. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about, but when you're bringing up a controversial topic like that or a controversial joke like that, she set it up really well. I just think that SNL loyalists are just nitpicking every comic now.
So I think it's that Sydney Sweeney thing where there's the SNL loyalists who are way too into everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's SNL haters who just want any moment to fucking criticize the show.
Yeah. And then bring up how it was funny to them in high school.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, everyone liked it in high school.
Dipshit. Yeah, you were a dipshit in high school. You laughed at anything in high school. You know, that's why I watch Saturday Night Live. I want to see something that makes me funny at 38. And if something doesn't, it's whatever. But if something really does funny happen, it hits. I'm like, good. That's good writing.
Cool. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, like you could be like, oh, that was good, or I didn't do it for me. That's fine.
But they were bomb when I was in high school because I was in high school.
Yeah,
they were great every week. Yeah, when
your brain wasn't fully formed, so
it wasn't.
You're watching that Gilly sketch, and you're like, "Fuck, this rips."
But guess what happens? I go back to those SNLs that I used to love in high school as an adult, and then some of them don't hold up because guess what? Yeah, I'm not in fucking high school anymore. And honestly, if the Epstein references in Nikki Glazer's set are making people uncomfortable, it's because this is not something that people are just going to like sleep off and forget. This is like the foundation of our government changing shit on who's on that list. Yeah. And people are I think people are more uncomfortable with the fact that this thing is still real, and now comedians are going to joke about it to them on network television, and they don't even want to think about like, oh, maybe my vote every 4 years has just been nothing because this is a big old club, like Carlin said, you know?
Yeah.
That's what my family members are doing. They're just ignoring, you know, this list.
The ongoing issue, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ignoring the ongoing issue because you've been so... I'm not going to say brainwashed. I'm going to say it's been indoctrinated in you, in every citizen of America. Every 4 years, you got to vote. It's this side or that side. It's been so indoctrinated. You can't break from it when something like this is even, like, out there. That's like, this huge revealing thing is out here, and they're keeping it from us. So, yeah, now comedians are going to joke about it on SNL. And I think that's where the discomfort comes from.
Yeah.
You know? Because you could say, without the existence of this list, Nikki Glaser doesn't do a joke like that.
Yeah.
But, like, what people need to get comfortable with is, like, the world's uncomfortable. And comedians are going to joke about the world being uncomfortable, whether you're comfortable or not.
Kind of their whole steez. Yeah.
You know? And then on the same SNL, Pete Davidson, I think, you know, clear his name on the Riyadh Comedy Festival thing. Dude brought up
interviewers that cleared their stance on something.
That's how Sydney Sweeney should do it. Just show up on Weekend Update, baby.
Yeah, that seems to be good.
Make it a sketch, because Pete Davidson, I don't think he needed to defend him. Like, I don't think anybody that did the Riyadh Comedy Festival needs to come out and put up on a statement why they did it. I mean, if it was me, I'd just take the gig. I mean, I wouldn't take the gig, but if I had to take the gig, I'd just be like, yeah, I took the gig. I feel really bad. I'm not gonna fucking...
A check cleared, so...
Check cleared. But Pete Davidson, basically, and you can look it up, him and that ferry, him and Colin Jost bought, is draining them of a lot of money. Now, Jost is married to Scarlett Johansson. He didn't, you know. But
yeah, Pete, he'll be fine.
Pete, what? He's spending
a kid on the way,
removing all of his tattoos.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of work coming in.
I mean, we don't know. He might be filming stuff. We can't just.
Yeah, but I mean, the pressure of having like a child on the way and then being like, hey, here's $1 million to go do a stand-up set. Like,
yeah. And then
also he's losing like $100,000 a day on this fucking
ferry. They can't turn this ferry into a nightclub. They got to get rid of this ferry basically because they can't move it. They've got to pay the city all these fines for docking. That's coming out to like multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars every week. it's just draining them. They need the money to put up just to get rid of it, and it's in the millions. Like, it's very much draining them. So when you hear that, it's just like, yeah, he reluctantly had to do the Riyadh Comedy Festival. That was a pretty interesting Saturday Night Live. That was pretty interesting, and he did it in a funny way.
I mean, his whole bit was pretty funny.
The classic Pete was really, really funny.
Classic Pete. Yeah, that was a good bit.
But I think Saturday Night Live with its new cast, one of the people that stand out is Ashley Padilla. I think you and I have talked about it.
Stands out the most. Yeah,
she stands out
the most.
She's gonna be the next star of that whole show. Her and Sarah Sherman.
Yeah, a real Kate McKinnon kind of vibe.
I say Gilda Radner. Gilda Radner.
No, she does harken back to like Gilda Radner,
Ooh,
but I mean, in terms of popularity, but like when I first saw one of her sketches, I was Christy was like, "Has she been on for more than a couple years?" I was like, "I feel like she has," but no, this is her first year. And I was like, oh, shit, she is doing incredible for being a rookie. Like,
yeah.
She is knocking it out of the park. There's that one sketch where, like, she comes into the office and farts.
Yeah.
By all means, that should have been just a fucking flop of a sketch. But she just makes it so fucking funny.
That's the sketch where I saw the Gilda Radner in her.
Yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, because she was like just repeating lines with different direction and like.
Mm-hmm. And then she noticed
cracking up.
She notices, I think it's Dismukes start to break, and then she in his face.
She just barrels down on him.
Gilda Radner would do that shit with everybody, and it was so fucking she is right now. They're trying to like establish people in certain character roles. That's why you'll see like sometimes Ashley Padilla will play a mom character, sometimes Sarah Sherman. Sarah Sherman has to pull back on the weird part of her, which she can bring to the table.
They've really taken the weird out of her stew.
Once they figure it out, man, they'll put Sarah Sherman back to be like, okay, come do the weird stuff. They just so many people left that were just like such pillars that they had to like dial it back.
There's a big shakeup, and I mean, every article said big shakeup.
It's a reboot, man. It's almost like it's a reboot now. You know, we're in a new. We always forget every time Saturday Night Live goes through these changes. This is what always happens. People are in different spots,
and then everyone's always like, "The show's dead." It's like it's never gonna die.
No, people are so prideful in what makes them laugh that they don't realize that what makes them laugh is also physiological and psychological and a lot to do with what you said, the frontal lobe growing in and all that.
Yeah.
You know, people are dumb. That's it. Welcome, everybody.
that's like that pinwheel sketch, which they tacked on towards the end. It was like that like she goes into the Wonder Book.
Yeah,
and they're just like, it's a pinwheel. I was like, that's pretty funny.
My favorite sketch was the karaoke sketch with
karaoke sketch is great.
With the brother and sister singing Goo Goo Dolls and shit.
Yeah, it did remind me of like that old sketch where I think it was like Paul Rudd and he comes home for Christmas with his girlfriend and they all just start making out.
They all make out with each other. That's where I thought it was going. I thought like my only gripe about the karaoke sketch was it didn't go far enough. Like it could have gone really
there wasn't like a one big punchline really. Just kind of like puttered out.
Awkward. Now you got a friend in me.
That was great. Yeah, that was pretty good.
All right, let's get to Jeremy Renner.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, Jeremy done stepped in it.
We did this last week with David Harbour and Millie Bobby Brown, and it turned out we got to correct ourselves that those rumors of the David Harbour Millie Bobby Brown bullying thing were absolutely false. And
I guess so. Did Millie say that?
They cleared it up at the Stranger Things premiere, apparently. That it was just a circumstance blown out of proportion, put on the internet, and something. So that's dead. But this Jeremy Renner thing. So, actress, oh God, I lost her name. What's her name? Oh boy.
It was actually a business partner of his.
Business
business partner.
Sorry, business partner. This is what happens when I don't have the shit in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry I will get your name in a second.
Well, I'll update while you're fact checking. But his business partner claims that he was sending intimate pictures on Instagram, and she was like, "Hey, don't like this."
Director Yi Zhao.
Yi Zhao.
Yes, also a business partner.
Also a business partner,
but a director in the industry.
Yeah, and he was sending her intimate pictures on Instagram.
Oh, they were working together on a Disney documentary project. So they were. Yes.
He's like, how do you think about this, Bob Iger? Which is what he calls his penis.
Brooks just gave you the cliff notes. So here we go. I will give you the details. Zhao claimed Renner became violent during a meeting at Renner's house in August, where it's alleged the actor drank a bottle of wine. Zhao said she then locked herself in a room overnight for her safety. In a later text conversation in which Zhao accused Renner of being a pig and sending her explicit photos, the Chinese director claimed Renner replied to her, "Immigration will be notified of your ... though the rest of the message is cut off. The allegations being made are totally inaccurate and untrue. A spokesman for Renner stated to Variety, Renner had subsequently filed a cease and desist letter obtained by TMZ in which the actor claims the pair previously had a brief consensual encounter prior to the meeting at his house. Oh boy, maybe he shouldn't have come out and made a statement. The Hawkeye star says Zhao had sent him...
Great. That's not great, Jeremy.
Hold on. Jeremy is saying that Zhao had sent him hundreds of explicit messages, but told Zhao he was... Messages. But told Zhao he was not interested in a relationship when they met again in August, when he confirmed Zhao slept in a guest room that night. TMZ reports that Zhao has filed her own cease and desist letters over the past month, accusing Renner of sending sexual or suggestive messages that have caused discomfort and distress. So now we have another who is telling the truth.
Well, I don't know. I think the biggest smoking gun there is him threatening to call ICE on her.
That's according to her.
Mm-hmm. But in all of the articles I've seen, that was like the biggest issue people had.
Sure.
Which it's like, which is fucked up. But also it's like, all right, so we're just gonna glaze past the fucking dick pics, and we're just gonna go straight to him calling ICE. Because that's also a pretty fucking shitty thing.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
That has been accusing Renner saying. But she does not deny. She's not denying the brief. What he called it? Consensual. The brief consensual encounter. I'm not trying to play devil's advocate. In fact, I'm going to say this. This is another story in Jeremy Renner's resume of him drinking.
Yeah.
I have recognized, before his accident, I kind of recognized some signs, because I'm about to be like 10 years alcohol-free myself, for those who don't know. Less than 9 days. I noticed around the time that like Endgame really blew up, before his accident, when the MCU was blowing up, I noticed puffiness in his face. Like his face would be swollen up like,
he'd been drinking, yeah.
There's a problem. He and then after his accident, when he's not drinking and that face thins out, it's like, oh, and then you go to his divorce, the ex-wife has some tales about him and alcohol.
And he gets into a snowplow accident.
Which I don't know if he was having some beers or whatever, but like to be fair, he was saving his nephew. So we'll leave that out of the discussion. But this is bad for Mr. Renner. This is very bad.
Great. Yeah, it's not great.
This isn't like the Millie Bobby Brown David Harbour thing. This has cease and desist letters being filed. Reports discussing the pair's relationship have swirled for some time, with Zhao previously posting numerous photos of herself with Renner and more recently criticizing him for not publicly promoting their projects together, including a documentary about Disney staff. In October, Zhao said she and the actor had been dating prior to, so she admits that she and the actor had been dating. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, that's not great, but also, I mean, if he's like, I'm calling ice on you, like that's.
You know what I'm seeing? You know what I'm making out of this? I think they were casually dating. She went over there. He had some drinks, made an ass out of himself, and now they're broken up, obviously.
Yeah, and then he's retaliating by being like, well, I'll call ice on you.
He's retaliating. But he's doing what the drunk person does. Like, let's just say he is an alcoholic. This would, like, I used to do this playbook. You know? Oh, no, it was you. No.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not the problem.
I'm not the problem.
Yeah. I also keep getting advertisements from Audible with Jeremy Renner. And it's like, if you ever think I would want to listen to, like, Jeremy Renner's book read by Jeremy Renner, that's crazy.
What broke up the band by Jeremy Renner?
Here's what happened.
Dude, I don't.
Last Dave and Buster's gig.
Dude, Jeremy, I don't care what you do, buddy. Just don't bring back that fucking band, and then don't
don't. I can't do that.
And he had like a contest with like Ford trucks or something. It's just like you could win a contest to go see Jeremy Renner's band out in Denver at some country club. I'm like, what a terror! And no one bought Ford. No one.
First place gets to run me over with an F-150.
Tried to break away from
that.
You want to know why you want to know? Now I'm thinking, God, I can't say it. I'm gonna say it. You want to know why I think Jeremy's story is bullshit? What woman trying that hard to go after a mangled leg? Come on now.
Oh, come on now. Boy.
Who is itching to see that? Who is...
Looks like somebody ran over a Frankfurter. I hate this.
I just want to see that man naked.
Man, I bet it takes you a while to get a pair of jeans on.
We just lost like 10 subs. That's just...
I was with him until they started talking about Jeremy Renner's mangled leg.
Looks like Joe Theismann's leg and shit.
Yeah. It's like...
He got the Joe Theismann injury from a snowblower. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
We're making fun of it.
That's crazy work, Jeremy.
I don't know. But I'm definitely seeing signs of... To me personally, I see signs of if this is how Zhao states it, signs of alcoholism. But like I'm definitely seeing that they were casually dating. She went over there and he had way too many. And now he's just trying to... Yeah. That's what I see. But it might not be that at all. If it's not, I apologize for even thinking it. But like...
Yeah, we'll get the correction out ahead of time.
You know, I don't see them at any premieres together to clear things up anytime soon.
Yeah, right.
Like, and I do apologize for that. We got caught up in it because it was announced, like Millie Bobby Brown, David Harbour's thing was announced as like this public fucking, and maybe we got to look into that. Like, what is TMZ doing sometimes? What are these media outlets doing sometimes? You know, it kind of goes with the Sydney Sweeney thing. If it's not about politics, it's about how they treat each other on the set. And like they catch.
Or it's about getting the story out as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Without any fucking actual journalism involved.
Like they catch a whiff that like, and like my wife has been on these sets. These sets can last for weeks upon months, and you're seeing the same people every single day. And so at the beginning it's really good, but then when you get into the crunch hour and then fucking suits are coming in talking about budgets, they create a really stressful environment. And, you know, Christian Bale is blown up many fucking times. Christian Bale sometimes can't handle it, but, like, we're like, oh, Christian Bale just blows up. Like, we all know that now. But, like, to take a situation where, I don't know, maybe David Harbour got, like, pissed that she was on her phone, like I said last week. It was like, get off your phone. And maybe they took that and, like, blew it up.
With it. Yeah.
Blew it up into this thing that wasn't true. But with this Jeremy Renner thing, goddamn, dude. Like...
Yeah. His track record isn't looking too great.
And you know what will put this whole story together? It's probably going to be pictures of the text messages. And
yeah, for sure.
And this is like where this is getting uglier before it gets better. Can't wait. Danzyland's going to be covering it because we got nothing better else to do.
We're here 24 hours a day like fucking CNN.
Playing Marvel Rivals, checking our phones.
That's right. Checking our phones, waiting for the text messages.
Waiting for the big bang just to end our lives and waiting for the end to come.
Oh, yeah.
Like a Linkin Park song.
Nice. I like that tie-in.
Mm-hmm. Waiting for the end of this episode of 24. Sorry, Kiefer Sutherland. We did not contact you. But I do want to get Jeremy Renner on the show at some point and have him read.
I do have Donald Sutherland here in my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Donald! He's dead.
He owes me $20. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys for watching yet again. Danzyland 24. No stand-up this month. Or probably until February. No stand-up for me until February. Taking the winter break. People are like, what? Yeah, no, I live in the Northeast, and the snow is coming, and I don't drive in that shit. Not me.
It's called a comedian's hibernation.
And unless you're already on tour, like, you just don't travel. I'll go to a mic. I'm going to mics here locally. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But, like, I usually go to, like, New York and different states, and I'm just not going to do that, because driving on that road when there's no weather, it's like, oh, yeah, this is really beautiful, but if there was snow here, I'd be fucked. I'm not doing it. Brooks, you got anything going on?
Looks like I got a dead Donald Sutherland to deal with.
Gotta take care of it. If you want to go help Brooks, we're gonna have Brooks's address in the Discord.
Yeah, put the address in the Discord. Put my personal phone number and email address and my social security while I'm at it. Fuck it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not the real world. It's Danzyland. For Danzyland 24, I'm Danzy. This is Brookshire. We'll see you next time.